Ripple and XRP, both purpose-built for solving real-world problems. And that's why in this age of adoption, we're gonna dominate. While the rest of the market, they're chasing the gimmick of the week. Ripple, they've been silently embedding themselves in the very fabric of global finance. 500 plus banks, a US banking charter, custody solutions with BNY Mellon. And now ask yourself, with all of this we're seeing, is that the kind of infrastructure that you build for a pump and dump or a hostile takeover of the global financial system? And just as the system starts to open its doors, the incumbents, they're panicking. We've seen that. JP Morgan and all of their lobbyists, they are scrambling to do everything they can to delay Ripple's bank charter. Now, the SEC, they're coming up here July 31st. No cameras, no press, but that could be our moment where they decide to stop the madness and finally drop that appeals. And when that happens, you know what follows. ETF applications will be approved and billions of dollars of capital is going to come flooding into XRP. This is going to be an asset Wall Street wants to own. This could be our moment here. The rules of the game, they're changing quietly behind closed doors, but Ripple, make no mistake, they're already winning. Let's dig into it. This XRP revolution. Why Ripple's institutional focus could reshape finance. And it's more than just institutional focus. This is the deal here. I did a more complete video on this subject earlier today. It'll be linked down below. You'll see it pop up at the end. Check it out. But, you know, their focus on solving problems and being built for adoption, that's going to be a game changer. Is now we have regulations and institutions want to use this stuff. Because we see Ethereum, they're focused on programmability, giving you the tools to go out there and play with things, build anything you want. Yes, people like BlackRock, they want to build the next generation system, or at least throw their hat in the ring there and try to do so. They want to play the Google or the Apple of the banking sector or of, asset management. That's fine. But your everyday regional bank, your Bank of Americas, your banks like this, they want ready-made solutions. They want to be onboarded to the future. They don't want to design it. And so when we look at everything they're doing, this is the functionality they require. Fast cross-border payments, near fee, compliance, first infrastructure, things like this. They want off-the-shelf software to go ahead and update their systems to the modern era. They don't want programmability to go tinker around in code and Solidity and figure this all out. They're ready to go now, and Ripple and the XRP Ledger infrastructure, that allows them to do so. The minute they are ready, when all this regulatory stuff is out of our way, they can hit a button and boom, they're over to the future of finance. That is why as we go on this sprint towards adoption, we have a huge advantage. Again, if you want more details on that, check out the video. Now, developments. This is a turning point for XRP. Understand this. We have this, behind the doors meeting coming up July 31st. Mark Fagels told us no one will know, and I mean no one other than the SEC, if this is the meeting or not. But come on, it's time. There's nothing more to think about. They've drugged this thing so long that just do the right thing, drop the thing out. Right now, it's just so irritating because it's just going through the motions, just voting on it, like get it over with. But beyond that, and this is what matters, you have a bunch of people piling in here that want to do ETFs. Big people, they got to get this done. And I think they got to get this done before they allow any altcoins. And you see the SEC, they're approving these applications and then putting them on hold because this clears the way for everything. They're also like these pro shares approvals of XRP futures ETFs. We've seen this in court. If you allow futures to trade, you got to allow the spot product. They know what they're setting the stage for. Now it's just about timing. And I think this is the time. July 31st, we're going to know it went our way when the paperwork's filed and the appeal is dropped. And then it's going to be, off to the races. We have the Genius Act signed, first federal stablecoin law requiring full reserves, monthly audits, OCC oversight, clears a clear regulation framework that benefits people like Ripple. You're not just out there doing whatever you feel like. And then again, that's going to clear the way for the banking charter, which is going to make a world of difference. It makes that stablecoin so much more reliable because you're not worried about if some intermediary bank goes under and runs off with your collateral. It's held on the Federal Reserve balance sheet. This is the next level of the future of finance. It's just a matter of time here. Now, the ETF Catalyst. This is an institution for this is a gateway for your institutional investor. There's a lot here. They can't just buy XRP and keep it on their Ledger Nano. But these ETFs, they're mounting. Grayscale, Bitwise, 21 shares. They filed for direct XRP ETFs, and also bundle products that have it in there as well. They want to open up to the broader crypto market, and best believe BlackRock knows that as well. And when the time's right, probably when that case is dropped, they're going to run in here and file as well. They're not going to concede the rest of the crypto space. Right now, there's 95% approval of a spot XRP ETF in Q4 of this year. It's just a matter of time, 2025 here. Global implications, approval would likely trigger smaller products worldwide. So you have a lot of markets out there. Some of them already allow spot XRP ETFs, but you're going to get even more. So this is going to cause an avalanche of new XRP products going to market, allowing new investors to invest in this asset class. This is a graduation event. Make no mistake here. We see RLUSD, man. I said what I want to see is I want to see traction with this coin. I want to see success, and so far, mission accomplished. More work to be done, but Ripple's doing a great job showing they can launch something like a stablecoin and grow it and grow its adoption. And I think it's still early days. I think we're going to see huge growth ahead of us. RLUSD's competitive advantage, first of all, is dual chain from the get-go. Ethereum, XRP, those are the two places you would want to be. Full NYDFS compliance, custody by BNY Mellon, so it's as trusted as you get. 122 million minted in July alone. So again, you're seeing those numbers tick up and up and up, and that's what we want. And growing retail adoption via the various wallets here. RLUSD is emerging as a serious competitor to USDC, that US stablecoin, particularly for institutional users who require rigorous compliance and stability. It's going to be a shootout between these two. You don't have to win the whole US market to be a serious player, to be used, but they're going to be up there and they're going to compete for that spot. And if we can take it, why not? And guess what? If not USDC, they're on the XRP ledger as well. So we're getting all the top stable coins, and I don't think we're going to stop there. Whatever Tether's product's going to be, their US compliant product, you're going to see that on the XRP ledger in just a matter of time. It's going to take a little bit of time here. Now, as we're looking at everything, whale behavior is massive. It's a big bullish signal. Follow the money, follow the big money. They know what's going on. 93% of whale to exchange flow reduction, dramatic drop in whale transfers to exchanges indicate large holders are accumulating rather than selling. You had Chris Larson. He sold 1.8% of his stash. Big deal. Who cares? He's pulling a little bit of chips off the table. No big deal. But in general, we're seeing less of that. The big investors, they're pulling XRP off of the exchanges for long-term investment. That's what matters. 2.2 billion XRP added by institutions. Institutional wallets have added 2.2 billion XRP in recent weeks, showing significant confidence in long-term prospects. People just asked me on the video yesterday, have I changed my mind? To some extent, I bumped the price up a little bit, looking if we are blessed to get there, and I think we will. Selling about 80% of my stash at $6. I know everyone hates that, but that's just me being transparent. But I'm taking 20%, and that's going to be to the side for the very long term. And I think it can make a huge difference. I'm very bullish on both XRP, the ecosystem developments, and also everything Ripple's doing. I think they're doing a great job right now. Pull some cash, that I've had invested for a long time, to the sidelines, and then let the rest ride. Let's see where this future takes us. And I really think it can be compelling. Now we see this, Ripple's global network, Ripple's banking empire. This is the other thing. When you go with this, you're not the lone wolf. You're not just launching your own system, hoping people use it. Over 500 banks now connected to Ripple's network, with accelerated growth in Latin America, Middle East regions, where cross-border payment inefficiencies are most acute. It's going to continue to grow there, but part of global finance is everyone. You're trying to build these global networks at scale. Bank of America, intensifying talks with Bank of America could lead to one of the most significant adoption stories in crypto history. They've been working together a long time. Now, some of this stuff is hype. We cannot verify everything we're hearing on X, but there is substance there, and I think you're going to get a big announcement this year. Make no mistake, that partnership is really real. It just depends on what is disclosed this year. And again, that national banking charter is going to change everything for the future of both Ripple and I think the XRP ledger as well. Wall Street's pushback to banking elite's response. You just have these people panicking because they see the writing on the wall. If JP Morgan has to compete with Ripple, who has all the tech, and now they can keep their reserves at the Federal Reserve, Man, that's a product that's going to be hard to deal with because you have all the protections, the maximum protections you could within finance. And now you have, space age technology and you have the regulations to start onboarding people. This is a problem. This is a problem for the incumbents, those that aren't interested in going into the future because they take advantage of the current inefficiencies and they don't want to see this happen. But they see the writing on the wall that it's coming and quickly, and they're trying to respond. And I have a feeling they're going to be far too late. Broader ecosystem, of course, we saw this week some announcements from PayPal. PayPal's enabled checkout functions for over 100 cryptocurrencies, creating seamless merchant integration with just very small processing fees. Significantly undercutting traditional credit card fees. The system converts crypto payments to PYUSD, so there's their stablecoin, which, again, seen a lot of growth in the Solana blockchain, will be a competitor, and that's good. We want a lot of these products out there. If there's just one, that tells you don't have a real market, right? Everyone's fighting for this because it is so big. Implications for XRP creates precedents for mainstream crypto adoption. And we're going to see stuff like this, where you're going to be able to check out, pay in crypto, and cash out to RLUSD. You know that's coming. You know those applications are coming. It demonstrates viable payment models that XRP itself can leverage, and probably better because it'll be more interoperable than PayPal's system here. Expands the overall crypto payment ecosystem. And if you notice now, payments are back in vogue. They weren't for a while. Now everyone wants in here, now that it's time to actually adopt this technology. And it's not just about NFTs and gaming, but real world problems, a place where the XRP ledger and Ripple will dominate. Lastly here, macro outlook, Fed rate, we're going to get it July 29th. The Federal Reserve faces political pressure to cut those rates. I don't think they're going to do it. And, it's not the be all end all, but it's looking like they're going to hold strong. My main concern there is, does something break if they are too restrictive for too long? We'll see. US-EU trade deal has been reported. Remember, a lot of these things aren't really trade deals. They're more frameworks. They're not binding per se, but this is a way to get things done quickly and not have to work with Congress and all of that kind of stuff that could take a very long time. This is just frameworks, but it's good to put some of this hostility of the trade war behind us and come up with some sort of system to go forward. Genius Act is going to be implemented. The first comprehensive stablecoin regulation creates clarity for compliant issuers like Ripple, the people that want to do it right, the people that want to give protections. They're getting it done here. And lastly, the ETF decision window, we're going to see here shortly. They're going to drop that case, and I think you're going to get a lot of approvals come sweeping in at one time. And this is my thesis here. Ripple's focus on institutional needs, regulatory compliance, and real-world banking solutions positions XRP uniquely as we enter what may be the institutional adoption cycle of the century here, where crypto is actually used for real purposes. That hasn't been the case to a greater degree for some time. But it's not just the U.S. Globally, they're getting these regulations in place because everyone knows we're going over to the new financial system. And they have to cut costs. They have to make money flow easier. This is the future we've been waiting for, and now is the time to spark the revolution. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.